Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Greater Houston Business Procurement Forum's 30th annual award ceremony. And I can't believe it's been this long, but it's been a great run that just continues. I can't say enough about how much fun we've had, and while there's been some challenges this year, uh, the reason why we're here this morning is because of people that have excelled. They've just, in spite of COVID, in spite of other challenges, they've continued to operate their business. They've continued to bid, to propose, to win, and of course to get financing and the needed bonding and everything else that helps them to continue to grow. They never stopped. They never gave up. And as well, those advocates of minority business that continue to help where maybe there's some challenging times even for a major corporation or a governmental agency, but still they find ways to make business happen in the small and minority business communities. So we thank them all. So it's a collective effort, and so hence our 30th annual award ceremony. We miss you guys certainly. Wish you could be us all together as we would normally be. But really, it's not so much about us being together as recognizing those people as we talk that are on the ground making business happen. So with that, as we normally do, I see Kiana Wiseman, singer extraordinaire, storyteller extraordinaire, who will lead us in the national anthem. So with that, Kiana Wiseman.
Hi everyone, 'tis the season. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing ye dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we have gone astray. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare and the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Have a wonderful holiday season.
Outstanding.
Let's have a better next year.
Outstanding, Kiana. And Kiana, you've just got to join us again throughout this program. So we look forward to hearing from you just a little bit more. Now, most of you, I guess, know me. And I get excited when it comes to recognizing people. I just don't know how to stop talking. So I sat down with myself and I measured myself and I said, you know what? I've just got to say that everybody that we're recognizing is just outstanding. And while there's a story to be told for every sponsor, every categorical award, there's something that I could say, but we'd never end the program. That's the problem. So with that, I'm going to dive right into it, folks, and again, thank you for joining us on this 30th anniversary. Really, really happy about that. So with that, one of the things that we started, I guess maybe 5 to 10 years ago, was to work closely with Houston Community College System. That's where we've been hosting our breakfast forum for the last 21 years, absent the last year, 2 years of COVID. With COVID protocols, but certainly HCC has just been great to us. And with that, we believe that if we care about America tomorrow, we have to care about our youth today. So our thought was, let's do some scholarships. Let's recognize those business students at ACC who have achieved curriculum-wise, have done great things in their grades, but as well community advocates too. So here today and joining us is our Dean of Student Services, Student Affairs. She does everything at ACC, to introduce our students and to talk a little bit more about the criteria for actually bringing these students and recognizing them today. So with that, Afra Hassan. Afra?
Good morning, and thank you, Mr. Thibodeau, again for always considering HCC students in order to further their scholarships. Thank you for the past 5 years and the Greater Houston Business Procurement and sponsors like Mr. Harris with HEB and FS Group Architects. For the past 5 years, we have had the opportunity to award between 2 to 3 students an opportunity for a $500 scholarship and an award. These students have demonstrated excellence both in the classroom and in their community. These students were selected not just on grade point average, but community service, and they were recommended by either a faculty member or staff. This year, we are honored once again to award and present 2 students with such an award. Our first student is Artisha Smith. Artisha currently has a 3.5 GPA and is a business major. She has been on the Dean's List and has volunteered with such organizations such as the Houston Food Bank and Star of Hope. Her plans once she leaves HCC is to complete the last 7 classes she has and capture a career in a large IT firm. As she always says, this is her plan, but maybe not God's plan. We are honored to be able to award Ms. Smith with this scholarship. Our next student is Josue Daniel Lariano. Josue is a member of the Honors College and currently has a 3.9 GPA. He has volunteered for many different opportunities and events such as blood drive and working with students with disability. Jose believes that hard work beats talent. When talent doesn't work hard, being part of the Honors College, I felt encouraged and a desire to do more. I was eager to be an impact in my community. After he graduates and leaves HCC, his plan is to transfer to the University of Texas at Austin and major in finance with a minor in wealth management or accounting. His backup plan is to attend the University of Houston with the same major and minor. Josue believes that HCC has helped develop his skills, habits, mindset, and resume. I feel honored to be a part of the HCC community. Congratulations to both students once again. Thank you to HEB, FS Group Architects, and Houston Business Procurement for sponsoring students like HCC, which is really a smart decision. Thank you.
Outstanding, Afra. I'm so excited about these 2 students and their path forward. And of course, we're fortunate today to be joined. I mean, you just mentioned a couple of the hosts of these scholarships, but to be joined by James Harris, the Director of Diversity and Inclusion for HEB. HEB has been a great supporter of the forum, but I think more importantly to the community, the great things that, and I could go on and on again, but just so much that HEB does in the community. So with that, I'd like to have James Harris come in, make the presentation, of course, to the students. And then after that, kind of talk, James, just a little bit about, the whole theme of what we're about today. And that's sort of balancing reality with optimism and opportunity, guys. That is our theme for today. And I can't think of anyone better to kind of encapsulate it than James Harris. So James, starting with the students and then the theme. James Harris.
Yes. Thank you, Milton, and thank you, James. So very happy to be here on this morning. I think life comes at us relatively fast. So many things are happening, but when we pause to do great things for the community, and certainly when we pause to do great things for students that are so deserving, because we know the cost of education is not cheap, but even more expensive is not having an education. So the opportunity for HEB to be a part of this. So I just like to, I listened to very intently the bios of the students, and they were very, very impressive. And though you listen to some of the pundits in the marketplace, and they talk about the youth of today and how prepared they are for the future, I'm listening to what I just heard, and I know that the future is in great hands. So to the recipients on today, and Artisha and Josue, thank you so very much for the work that you're doing. And I know if you stay on the path, you guys will do great things. So looking forward to hearing about your future successes. So Milton, once again, I appreciate you for allowing HEB to once again to be a sponsor, and we're proud to be such. But I'm really struck in everything happening today, Milton. I'm really struck by your theme because I think it's so apropos. Balancing reality with optimism and opportunity. Balancing reality with optimism and opportunity. If I were to look at a very Wikipedia definition of reality, it means being aware of your current circumstances, which we cannot easily escape. I think there's no fear of contradiction there. Then optimism doesn't mean that we pretend that everything is wonderful, as we must be grounded in our current realities. However, it means you see opportunities in spite of your reality. I was doing a little bit of research here recently, and I ran across this quote that I want to share with the group this morning from US President Harry S. Truman. And he said that a pessimist, which is the opposite of an optimist, a pessimist is one who makes difficulties of his opportunities. A pessimist is one who makes difficulties of his opportunities, whereas an optimistic or an optimist is one who makes opportunities of his difficulties. So I would say to the group, which do you think will reach their goals in life? Artisha and Josue, who would have a happy life, and who's more likely to achieve their dreams. Imagine interviewing two people who have identical skills, but one is always grumbling about how unfair life is and how things should be because they're not, or what happened to them as they grew up or in their current reality, while the other talks about wonderful possibilities that exist despite their reality. So my thing is, which one would you hire? Let's take this down to a different ocular. When you take a look at the small business community, Milton, that we spend our life advocating for, we have things happen in business. Things, best laid plans of mice and men all go away. Things happen, and one supplier is complaining about the reality, whereas another is thinking about what can be made of the optimism. And so that's not altogether different from the Florence Butt story. And I tell this often because it's a very good one. And on today, it makes a whole lot of sense. Whereas Miss Florence Butt had 60 failed attempts, had several failed attempts and starting a store. In fact, she had about 3 failed attempts. So she started out with $60 in a prayer, and few people would lend her money. In fact, no, until one banker decided to take a chance. And that history back in 1905 looks like HEB today, where we have roughly 137,000 partners, and we should eclipse $37 billion. So that's taken your current reality, being aware of it, but how do you see optimism in your reality? So I remember as a kid in the 5th grade, I read this quote, and I still hear it today, which tells me that it has longevity. And the simple adage is this: when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So all of us should take lessons from the past and from the future. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So again, if I leave you with how we started, balancing reality with optimism and opportunity, I thank you for listening.
James, outstanding. That's just outstanding, and well timed, well placed. I love the quote from former President Harry Truman. Don't make it harder than it should be. Look for the good and then go after it. With that, James, I want to also thank you in another way, and that is to present you with the Humanitarian Award for the year. It's well deserved. And guys, as you've heard him, the passion that he has, not only to support the students who are growing with aspiration, but as well our minority-owned businesses. So James, thank you so much for what you do and so much for HEB. We can't thank you guys enough. So with that, the Humanitarian of the Year for 2021, Mr. James Harris, HEB. James, thank you.
Thank you so very much for recognizing HEB
Outstanding.
and for recognizing me as an ambassador or representative from HEB. So thank you very much.
Outstanding. And Afra, again, thank you so much for getting the students. I think it's just great, and we really appreciate that partnership, that strategic alliance with you. I'm really excited to see how these students, as James mentioned, their path going forward. So we're excited about that. And again, thanks to FS Group Architects and Designs as well to help sponsor those students along with HEB. So thank you guys so much. And hopefully we'll hear from you soon. Thank you. Outstanding. Guys, now one of the things that we like to do is recognize some of our strategic partners. I mean, of course, we could, again, as I mentioned, we could talk about strategic partners and others. There's probably others. There's certainly many, many people that have helped contribute to not only the success of the Greater Houston Business Procurement Forum in 2021, but as well to the community. Because in the end, we want to know, all of us want to know collectively, what are we doing in the community? Are we making a difference? Are we making business happen? And so partnering with this group of strategic partners and others have been just, been great for us. And I think great for the community. I've got one gentleman that he loves to come and he joins me from time to time. And so when I think about strategic partners, I've got them, as you see, listed in alphabetical order. But one such gentleman who is the director, he does everything for NAMAC, the National Association of Minority Contractors. Abel Garcia is here. He's actually here in person. I said, Abel, you don't have to be. He said, man, I gotta be. So with that, let me just, as we introduce our strategic partners, I've got to introduce Abel Garcia. So with that, Abel, please join me.
Milton,
how you doing, my friend?
thank you very much, Milton. As usual, it's always a pleasure to join the champion of construction.
Oh. Good to see you, man. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with NAMAC and as you see, I mean, as we close the year, I know you always like to share some words, kind words, and celebratory words as well as we end the year. So
Yes, Milton, we're very thankful. MCA, we're here at MCA, this wonderful place that you and I share and so forth. So we're very thankful for MCA. We're also very thankful. I think we're probably the luckiest entity in construction. We have so much support, partners and members and so forth. We've had an incredible year. Again, we've had probably 40 events this year. That's 40. We've had 37 in-person events. We've been very careful, right? Mask and all. Roger Pombrel, our chair, has had 48 consecutive lunch and learns as of this December. And so we're blessed. I mean, we're blessed from a lot of ways. We, again, have a new membership of 70 new members this year and about 3 or 4 corporate members to add to our 26 or 27 we already had. So we're the luckiest guys in the room. We really are. And of course, we've got your support and this wonderful place of MCA. So we're looking forward. We've had a great 2021, and we're looking forward to a great 2022 with 3 major events, starting with a conference in February 17th. Then we go on to a golf tournament, okay, in April 28th, I believe. And then we do the Day of Construction Worker in August. So we won't be crammed in with everybody in October. Everybody had golf tournaments in, Milton.
yes.
But more than anything else, we really cherish our relationship with you. I was just outside and I said, Milton could just go on and on talking about significant things in construction. I mean, just to listen, Milton, we admire the heck out of you, and we're very fortunate to have your friendship.
Well, thank you so much. And listen, I wanted to thank you. And I thought I came to the event you had last Thursday.
Correct.
And it was just outstanding with MD Anderson Cancer Center.
Yes.
Anderson, the largest cancer research center in the world, and for you to have them here, the new head of the small business liaison officer,
Correct.
in Gabriela Zambrano was there, and she brought Skanska USA. Skanska is one of our great contractors.
Absolutely.
I think they're doing the Zayed lab, and of course I saw where you had Keith Williams. Keith Williams was here.
Correct.
Now with the University of Texas Health Science Center, Houston,
Right.
formerly of Texas A&M, hub coordinator. And so just a great group of people that you had. We got to keep it going. Thank you so much for all you do. Thank you.
Listen, we're blessed. We've got teams and we've got a great board. 4 women on our board, so we're blessed. I mean, you know, we just keep on keeping our arms open to receive the blessings.
So keep on doing it.
Thank you, Milton.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
man.
it. As always,
Appreciate
okay?
you, man.
Love
Be
you.
good. Well, I mean, that's just one example of strategic partners, but let's go through the list. And I'm just going to say the names, and that's it. So in alphabetical order, the City of Houston Office of Business Opportunity, OBO, City of Houston Housing and Community Development, Fort Bend Independent School District, Houston Community College System, where we normally have our forums, and of course for 18, 19 years prior to COVID, has been our home, and hopefully will continue to be so once we get back soon, very soon and very soon. Houston Minority Supply Development Council, Indo-American Chamber of Commerce of Greater Houston. You just heard Abel mention MCA Communications, who's hosted this forum. Ricky Cortez, president, Brock Miller, Aaron Estrada, who've been monitoring each and every program for the last year and a half. I can't thank those guys enough. I mean, this is an outstanding venue. One of the best when it comes to technology, audio, visual, and a place where you need to have you can have forums. Metropolitan Transit Authority, and we just heard from Abel, the National Association of Minority Contracts, NAMAC. And finally, last but not certainly least, and there's a whole lot of other people that I could continue to go on, but the University of Houston system. So with that, we thank all of our strategic partners and folks that have supported us and supported the community again, more than anything else. Thank you all. With that, I'd like to get into our sponsors because it's them whose contributions, typically financing or just support, being there, speaking, and on and on. I can't say enough about what our sponsors do to keep the Greater Houston Business Procurement Forum going. Listen, we've been in business. We talked about the award ceremony 30 years, but we've been doing this whole thing since 91. Everything sort of started in 91. So we couldn't do it. We could not do it without the support of our sponsors. So at the very top of the heap, you see our platinum sponsors. And so I'll just call out as many as I can. So with that, platinum sponsors include Azteca Enterprises, Inc., Community Business Finance, Houston Community College System, Manhattan Construction Company. Our next group of sponsors in the gold category includes Cadence Bank, Gilbane Building Company, HEB, and Regions Bank. Next, our silver sponsors, which includes Capital CDC, Centerpoint Energy, FS Group Architects and Developers, Hewitt Zollers, Inc., JP Morgan Chase and Company, Raytech Construction Resources, Inc., Serco Construction Group Limited, Texas Capital Bank, and True Fund Financial Services, Inc. Our bronze sponsors: A&D Labs, Allegiance Bank, Austin Commercial, Block Companies, Brizo Construction, D. Samuels and Associates, LLC, DRC Emergency Services, EZ Demolitions and Underground, Fort Bend Independent School District, Grand Parkway Infrastructure, LLC, Hensel Phelps Construction Company, Houston Downtown Management District. Next. Houston Area Urban League, Houston MBDA Business Center, Houston Community College System, J.E. Dunn Construction Company, Indo-American Chamber of Commerce of Greater Houston, Lone Star College System, MCA Communications, McCarthy Building Company, Inc., the Metropolitan Transit Authority, National Urban Construction, Inc., Navarro Insurance Group, Satterfield and Ponticus Construction, Inc., Skanska USA Building Company, Inc., Spar Glass Construction Corporation, University of Houston System, and Wallace Bank. That concludes our bronze sponsors. And of course, guys, we have supporters, okay? And these are many, many. And I'll just scroll, we'll just kind of scroll through those as you see them. And these guys, again, make business happen for us. They bring opportunities. We can call on them at any time, and I can't thank them enough. With that, I'm going to take a little break. And what I'm going to do is, I just see Kiana in the queue, and she's just, you know, normally she sings a lot. Normally when we have this meeting, she starts off by just singing just a collage of Christmas songs and all, and so she's got one, a very special one for us today, and that is Santa Baby. So with that, Kiana Weiser. Kiana?
Santa baby, slip a sable under the tree for me. I've been an awful good girl, Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, an outer space convertible to a light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear, Santa baby, just hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I will be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. Santa honey, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. I've been an angel all year, so Santa baby, just hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa cutie, there's one thing that I really do need, the deed to a platinum mine. The Santa cutie, just hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa cutie, fill my stocking up with a duplex and checks. Sign your X on the line, Santa baby, just hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany's. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Boop boop ba doo. Santa baby, forgot to mention one little thing. Give me a ring. Oh, I don't mean a phone. Santa baby, just hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Oh, Santa, hurry tonight.
Wow. Santa, please hurry down the chimney tonight. Now I want to sing. Outstanding, Kiana, and very, very timely. Really, really appreciate it. And guys, as I mentioned before, as we get into the categorical awards, these are folks that, whether it's the loans, maybe that they made, in COVID, of course, we've got the emergency disaster loans, we've got the PPP, personal protection loans, we've got just, the 7A loans, SBA guarantees, and all of those things. But procurements, contract opportunities, people that have just continued to fight on behalf of small minority businesses, as well as our individual business owners that have withstood the test of time this past year. They've continued to grow, they've continued to hire employees, they've pursued work, they bid competitively. So they've seen their revenues still continue to grow in spite of, challenging times. So that's sort of the essence of these awards. Is people that that continue to fight, and so we're very proud of all of them. And with that, let's get into those awards. First up is Access to Capital Awards, and of course, the awardees are J.P. Morgan Chase and Company and Wallace Bank. Bridge Builder Awards, Lael Ellis, Manhattan Construction Company, Roger Pombrul, Emerald Standard Electrical Contractors and Engineers. You just heard from Abel and the great things that Roger has done. I will say that with the Lunch and Learns, 48th Street Lunch and Learns, outstanding, Roger. Daryl Samuels, D. Samuels and Associates, LLC. Next. Now we get into the Minority Construction Firm, or in this case, Firms of the Year Awards, to include Impact Stone Design. That's Irma Reyna, President. W.A. Robbins Construction Company, LLC. Wendell Robbins III, President. Majority Construction Firm of the Year Award goes to McCarthy Building Companies, Inc. Jim Stevenson, President. The Media Publisher of the Year awards goes to Lorenza P. Butler Jr., Publisher, Butler-Wiseman. The Subcontractors USA, Keith Davis, President. The Mentor of the Year, and here's another guy, and guys, I don't normally stop, I'm on a roll, but this guy just came in and started waving, and I'm saying, man, well, look, if you're gonna wave, if you're gonna come, you can't just wave. You got to come in here and sit here and tell me, just tell me, you don't have to take long. And thank you so much for being here, first of all. I know I didn't invite you, but you came anyway.
Don't go there.
I've been knowing this guy for I don't know how long, but the great work in terms of mentoring people and more so encouraging, Sam, encouraging people to higher heights is what I call it. So just give us a little bit of the essence of what a mentor of the year should kind of be about. I know it's a lot to it, but just tell us about it and your passion for helping people.
Well, I'll start years ago when somebody helped me, and that's where I learned. It was so long ago that I don't even remember who it was. I really don't. But it's set in my head. It could have been something that somebody said at one time, but it got me to thinking about, well, networking and mentoring all together at the same time. And I'll have, I've had a few folks call me recently. So how do we get started? I said, well, this is what you do. Okay. And that's what you do. It's about helping people. Yeah. It's about helping those people out there in need. Somebody helped me, so I'm paying forward. And I'm very proud to be here. Thank you, Milton. But we all have to help each other. Okay. It can't be just us. All y'all out there, get on the bandwagon, reach out, help somebody. It's just people helping people.
That's right. Well said, Sam. And that's what it's about. And that's what the forum, that's what NAMAC, that's what Sam is all about, is to help make a difference. It's all about you. It's all about you, minority businesses. All these advocates that you're going to see or continue to see here that we're recognizing, we're all here for you. It's about the people. It's about the small and minority businesses. So please recognize that. And Sam, you've been just an outstanding mentor this past year, and I know you'll continue to do that. That's just your nature. So thank you for everything, man.
You're welcome. Thank you, Milton.
Outstanding, man. Outstanding.
Okay. I'm going to pick up my award now.
Okay. He said he's going to pick up his award. All right. Thank you, Sam, again. Next, Professional Services Firm of the Year award goes to Moody Nolan. That's Wardell Ross, Chief of Operations, Houston, Texas. Supplier of the Year award goes to Summers Industries, Rod Craig, CEO. Technology Firm of the Year award goes to UAura International. That's Upendra Sahu, President. Awards of Merit, and guys, getting back to those people that have been on the ground, that are in the trenches. When you call them, they try to find a way to make things happen. This is a very, very unique group of people with high commitment to small and minority business development. And that group starts off with Jeanette Boulware, Fort Bend Independent School District. Monica Campana, Lone Star College System. Another from Lone Star, Samantha Chapa. Veronica Douglas, Houston Community College System. Karen Franklin, City of Houston Housing and Community Development. Abel Garcia, National Association of Minority Contractors. Portia Jackson, City of Houston Office of Business Opportunity. Nasrullah Khan, Wallace Bank. Tiffany McCullough, Skanska USA Building, Inc. Sharonda Murray, Metropolitan Transit Authority. Another from the Metro, Alexander Sandoval. David Vasquez, Cadence Bank. Sharon Schultz, Texas Department of Criminal Justice. Timothy D. Scarborough, University of Houston or U of H, Procurement Technical Assistance Center. Guys, thank you so much to a great group of people and individuals. Now comes our final award. It's a closing award. It's one that I hold and I always hold in high esteem. It's called the R.A. Wiltz Minority Business Advocate of the Year, and of course this year we have three. R.A. Wiltz, or Richard Wiltz, was a fighter for minority business development. I had the opportunity to work with him. We did a number of business deals, loans. He worked for HGAC, Houston Galveston Area Council. So, with them, we teamed up and did a number of loans, tandem lending and what have you. But more so his efforts in what we used to call Minority Enterprise Development Week was just outstanding. I mean, he did everything to organize these award ceremonies for many years. Richard passed away in '99, and of course, shortly thereafter, we named this award as the R.A. Wiltz Award, and I think most appropriate, and it's been so for the last nearly 22 years. I know he's up there praying for us. I know he is. So with that, our most esteemed awards for 2021 starts off with Bill Brown, Senior Project Manager, Austin Commercial. Keith Williams, Hub Coordinator, Office of Hub Programs, the Texas A&M University System. And of course, side note there, Keith has been with A&M up until, I guess, officially just this last Monday, a week or so ago. And he's now with the University of Texas Health Science Center, Houston. We're certainly excited about the great work he did pretty much all of this year rather, at Texas A&M, but are looking forward to helping and supporting him and helping him to do great things at the University of Texas Health Science Center, Houston. So Keith, we appreciate your efforts. And certainly Mark Winchester. Mark, Deputy Director, Houston District Office, U.S. Small Business Administration. I can call on Mark anytime. He's always available. He's helping on 7As. He's helping on the IDLs. He's giving us advice. He's mentoring. If it's when we in June we have a major event that's emergency preparedness. And so he gets our group together, all of our state and federal agencies, and we come together to talk about how the SBA and groups work together to help during a hurricane season, for instance, at the start of June. So, and on and on. Bill Brown, back to Bill Brown, working with the ABC, Associated Builders and Contractors, has just helped to turn that program around. He's bringing on firms, but more so at Austin Commercial. Austin Commercial has done so many major projects. I mean, we talk about University of Houston. I think about all the work that he did where we renovated all of the housing, all of the dorms at U of H, now doing work at the law school, and on and on and on. Bill has just been a force, a real force in the community, in the construction community, and we thank him. And we thank all the group. And again, guys, I could go on and on about these three people, but I think maybe more appropriate for me to stop and then just do a tribute. So Kiana, can we just do a tribute to not just the three, but to everyone who we've recognized today? I'm proud of all of them, and I thank all of them for all of the efforts that they've done to help support the forum, but also the community. So with that, Kiana Wiseman, Bridge Over Troubled Waters.
In these troubled times, we all need to help each other to get across that finish line, kind of like a bridge over troubled water. when you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'll take your side. Oh, when darkness comes and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All of your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me
Outstanding, Kiana, outstanding. And for all of you, all of the awardees, be it categorical, be it minority sponsors, guys, you have been minority and small businesses bridges over troubled waters. And we got to continue to do that in 2022. We've asked a lot of you, and you've continued to meet the challenge. We've got a lot to do in 2022. I'm very excited about January. January, guys, is our, usually we do a 2022 an economic forecast for Houston. That's coming up on January 25th. That's a Tuesday. So please, guys, this is one not to miss. And the plan is to have it in person. So this will be our first in-person event, in 22, 23 months. And so, it's going to be all right. All right. So you'll hear more from us on that particular event. But again, I want to thank and give credits to, of course, Kiana. Great voice, but inspirational. And of course, as you see, as we honor and recognize our strategic partners, our sponsors, via logo presentations, these are all the guys that have supported us and more. So we thank them all as we close our program. And again, I want to thank Amazing Awards. Amazing Awards and Mary Gilmore, president, has just been outstanding. She's, she even gets these awards, even though we are not physically presenting awards. She has a great relationship, I think, with FedEx. So she really gets these awards to the folks, to the people, to you, the awardees. So just kind of be on lookout because you're going to be receiving your awards. In fact, I'll tell you that I remember the last couple of years, we always had maybe 10 or 12 awards where people couldn't make it to the program or just forgot to get their awards. And I'd look up and I'd have 12, 13 awards still left. And so I say, oh man, I gotta go to each one of these people. And that's what we would do. I would go out to each and every person and physically bring their awards. Do you know, and of course, that's where we want to get back to, but do you know this last year, I don't know how many awards we gave. I don't know. You could see the number, but in that case last year, when she sent those awards to the various addresses, we only got 3 back, 3. And one of them was just a bad address, and 2, the people weren't there to receive it. No one was there to receive the award. So, that's as good as it gets. And I didn't have to drive anywhere. So, Mary, thank you for such beautiful awards. And of course, all the great work you do. You're not just, you're a supplier. In fact, you just got the Supplier of the Year award just last year. So thanks again, Mary. And of course, audio visual, I've said it once, I could give you guys stories on MCA Communications. My relationship with them goes back, well over 20 years. But one of our best audio and visual integrators in the Houston area. It just doesn't get better. Their showroom is unparalleled. It's just a wonderful place to meet. And there'll be other things. There'll be upcoming events, and you'll be hearing from us on events that we'll be hosting, that MCA, of course, that NAMAC continues to host here. But just a great group. And personally, not only I mentioned Ricky Cortez as president, but I want to personally thank Aaron Estrada and Brock Miller, because without their help, they just keep continuing to support us, to help monitor, to help get everybody organized, help me to get organized. Certainly could not do it without MCA Communications and Aaron Estrada and Brock Miller. What a great team. So with that, guys, we've got a lot coming up. 2022 is on us. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Maybe we can relax for a minute, but then we got to get to work. So God bless all of you. Stay safe and enjoy with family. This is a great time of year, great time of reflection, as we've done today. So keep up the great work, all of you. and we've got a lot more to do. God bless, and we'll see you next year.